Right, okay, so the Pokemon Legends DLC dropped about 15 minutes ago. It got dropped like tonight and not tomorrow when it was supposed to launch. So that's kind of cool that they dropped that a little bit early. We're going to check that out very shortly. But before I do, I have a little thing here I want to show you. Let me just quickly get this on the screen. Give me 1 second. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, right. So for this portion of the stream, I'm going to have my popcorn out because I'm going to be showing you a pre-recording that I did in advance before tonight's stream. I did this like the other day. And while I show this, I'm going to be mostly muted, so I will not be able to respond to any queries while this is playing out. This shouldn't take too long, but you'll see why I've got a pre-recording queued up for you. So with that said, I will see you in a few minutes. Alright, hi everyone, this is Past Mel here, just doing a little bit of a recording of checking out Season 3 of this, because I'm going to be doing the DLC when you're watching my stream live. So yeah, basically we're going to be going up to S so we can get the Chestnutite, or whatever it was called again. But yeah, right now we're going to be checking out the results here for Season 2. I got to E rank and I got all this shit. Alright. Right, here we go. So Season 3, this goes all the way up until the 18th. I'm just going to be playing this till I get to rank S, and I guess I'll make like a super cut of it on stream or something. So yeah, when you're watching this, this is just like past Mel talking, so I hope you enjoy this. It's probably going to be... Hopefully I don't get too salty over these, but I'll pick out the best moments that I can, so we'll see what happens. Alright, so as always I'm going to be using this team. I've got a bunch of new Pokemon since I last played this, like I've been catching stuff off the stream in preparation for the DLC, which comes out in a couple days as of the recording of this. But yeah, I figure, you know what, I might as well just stick with the team I've been using before. Maybe I'll do a different team if I feel like playing this live on the day, but I think realistically I'm going to be focusing on the DLC content, not the online. Fucking, I forgot her name, but she looked very smug there in that bottom picture. Oh yeah, I need to fix the music's going to sound a little bit quieter than usual, and the cries have been disabled. The reason I did that was because I was shiny hunting, so yeah, I will talk more about that live on stream. I'm not going to go into explaining that right now. Alright, got my first kill. Are we gonna swap? Yeah, that's what I thought we were gonna do, coward. That's it, stand perfectly still. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I see this person's got the Mega Lucario thing. Yeah, I'm doing surprisingly well, all things considered. I mean, it is the Z rank and all, but you think people would be good at this by now. Oh, fuck. Alright, we're gonna send Dragonite in. Give me that. And give me that too. Yeah, probably should have done that dragon move instead, right? Second place is still alright, I guess. I was leading there for a little bit, but then they started getting a ton of hits. Whoever that is, I didn't catch his name, I just saw the big number 6 just taunting me, because of course it did. Yeah, that person down there, Septillion. But that's fine, I got second. I imagine I would go up a bunch of ranks because of that. Right, okay, so basically, I want to get to here, I believe is where the S rank is. I think I pointed that correctly, I might be wrong. But basically somewhere around that area. Right, let's try a different song this time. Let's do Team Flare Noivu. Probably still mispronouncing that, but I don't care. Apparently that's French for new. So, new Team Flare. Actually, you know what? Ah, too late. I was going to try and change the volume, but it's fine. Yeah, I turned the music way down. I'll try to remember that after this match. It's a shame because this song's a banger. I want to hear it a bit better, but the sound effects are going to be overpowering it for the most of this. And you won't hear any cries. Again, when you're listening and hunting for shinies, like you don't want any of that auditory distraction. That's why I had it set like that. But yeah, I'll show you guys my shiny collection after you watch this like supercut. Oh, maybe Fairy's not. Yeah, okay. I just realised that that particular legendary can do Fairy-type moves. Oh, is that a shiny Beedrill? Yeah, that's a shiny. Yeah, fuck you. Ugh. I was hoping they wouldn't have reached me that far away, but they did. Nice. Ooh. Got intercepted. Oh fuck, he's got the cannon. Nah! Okay. So yeah, with Season 3, you can now use iGuard. I'm not going to use it just for the purposes of this supercut, because I might as well just be using what I've been used to using. I haven't really made a new build for online. In hindsight, that would be more entertaining, but this is my stream we're talking about, so yeah. It might as well be as least entertaining as possible. Or, you know, there may be entertainment in the idea of me throwing for content, so yeah, no, there's that. Ah, shite. Well, everyone is tied for first, except for me. I'm dead last. I mean, I'm second place. That's still not bad, but... Oh, son of a bitch! That was mine! Everyone's taking my kills. Hit him. Okay, at least I got that one. I mean, tied for second. Sure, I'll take tied for second. I was kind of half expecting one of those other two people with 3 points to, like, get a kill at the last second and put me in third place. But, I mean, I'll take second place. Sure, why not? Okay, let me adjust the pointer a little bit because I think it looks a little bit wonky. I think it needs to be sitting, yeah, round about there. So let's see, QRSTU. Yeah, okay, so this is S. Just making sure. Right, so I think realistically, just one more fight. Like, if it's a good fight, then one more will do it. I was gonna go and change the music volume, but at this point, I don't even care anymore. I'm just gonna go as is. Again, I apologize for the music being super quiet during this session. I wonder if that shiny Ampharos was from the shiny Mareep that you can find in the game. You know, that scripted one. But yeah, I have like a bunch of shinies at this point. Again, I'm going to show you guys that after you watch this supercut. I will be muted live on stream while this is being played out, by the way, so if you have any questions or if you're like trying to ask me something, I will not be able to respond until after the fact. Hit him. There we go. Oh, I got 2 hits. Nice. Color me surprised. Haha, you missed. That's a certified Nelson laugh right there. Ha ha! Oh, fuck. Well, that shut me up. Yeah, see, I'm not the only one that's been shiny hunting. I see quite a few shinies here. I have a really funny story to tell about, like, my struggle to get a shiny male Pikachu. I will talk about that when when I'm, like, playing the DLC. But yeah, I hope you guys are all feeling good today, even though I'm saying this, like, 2 days before I go live. But, you know, the sentiment will be there. Also, nice, I got another 2 kills. Should have changed there. Yeah, walk right into it. Aww. Oh my god. As long as Jacob doesn't get a point. Third place may still be good. I did get 4 kills there. Yeah, these pictures are fairly standard. Although I don't like the way that one trainer is just looking at my face. Right, let's see, is that enough to get to S and get the Chestnutite? Yep, there we go. Right, got the Chestnutite. So yeah, there's your supercut of just like, I guess that was like 3 fights? Yeah, it didn't take that long to get there. I might play more of this in my own time. I don't know if I'm going to do any more of this on stream. Like, it's fun to play this and all, but I think considering that I've played a ton of this game already, both on and off the stream, I'm going to be focusing primarily on the DLC content on stream, because I imagine there's going to be a lot there. Like, if it's anything like the DLC from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, hopefully it's fairly meaty content that will keep me coming back, because I did like the DLC in Scarlet and Violet, like the Blueberry Academy. But that shit was pretty good. I enjoyed that. So yeah, we'll see what happens when the DLC comes out on December 10th, or today if you're watching this. Right, okay then, so I will now pass it back to Present Mel. Alright, thank you, Past Mel. This is Present Mel. I hope you enjoyed that supercut of me playing the online ZA Royale, because I didn't feel like doing that live on stream. So yeah, we're gonna check out the thing after I quickly update this. At least I thought it was updating, but it's asking... Oh, the console needs updating. Right, that's what's going on. Right, give me 1 second. I'm going to change this in the meantime. But yeah, bear with me a second. Oh boy, Windows is being fun. Hang on. Give me 1 second. I need to tinker with it. My HDMI is being funky as usual. Not the good kind of funky. Okay, we're good now. Right, sorry about that. Just a minor setback. No need to worry. Right, so before we even dive into the DLC content, there is one little thing that I'm going to be doing live, which probably won't take me that long. There's like an extra thing that's waiting for me in Mystery Gift. There's a new side mission waiting for you atop Hotel Z. Head to the Hotel Z rooftop. Yeah, we're not going to do that just yet. Now, before I do anything, let me quickly show you some stuff. So, here's the team that I've been using off the stream to basically like grind for the shiny charm, because I did get the shiny charm. You basically had to fully complete the research to get it. And one of the things was like basically doing 1,000 trainer fights, which was mind-numbingly boring after a while. But I eventually got that done. But yeah, I'm gonna show you my collection here. So check this out. Here's all the starters. I put a bunch of Eevees in there just to fill that gap, so just ignore that. But I got all the starters from the, what was it, Wild Zone Area 20. And here is my shiny collection. So at the top, we got the Vivillon that I got at the beginning of the game. Then I found this somewhere in the middle, and I think I found this on stream as well. Or was this off the stream? I forget. But basically these two I found on stream, and then you saw like several other things after that. I got a Lucario, a shiny Lucario within Wild Area 20, so that was cool. So in the supercut, I briefly mentioned about how I was trying to get a shiny male Pikachu. So funny story, I kept grinding for a shiny Pikachu, and it kept giving me one, like after, you know, so much grinding. But every fucking time, I kid you not, it gave me, I think, 7 or 8 female shiny Pikachu in a row. Female ones. It took me so fucking long to get one male. I was super pissed off. Like, look, female, 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 fucking female. 7 of them. My 8th one was the male one, by the way. So if I go over to, I think, the stuff box. Yeah, here it is. So here's the male one that I evolved into a shiny Raichu. This one's going to be in my party. As, like, here's my, like, this row here is my party from when I last played the game on stream. So I think I'm going to bring most of these back in for now. And I'll make changes where appropriate. I'll leave that shiny Raichu there for now. Because... You know what? There's a Lucario here, but I could get a shiny one. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about something. I didn't even think about this, but what if I... where is it? Yeah, there you are. I'm going to show you something. Hang on. Satchel. Right, check this out. Look how many candies I've got. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of this, but yeah, check this out. Alright, that looks pretty good. So yeah, as you can see, I've been doing a bunch of shiny hunting. It's been kind of fun to, like, look for shinies. Like, I've never been the kind of person to do shiny hunting in Pokemon games because I always thought it was, like, really, really slow and takes, like, a long time to, like, grind for Pokemon. But in this game, where a bunch of Pokemon can just spawn at once, like, it's pretty ideal to, like, find shinies in this game, especially once you get the shiny charm. So yeah, look at the fucking stuff I got here. Oh, by the way, do you notice anything special about this one? Or this one? Do you see this what makes these two so special? Look at the icons at the top right corner, next to the female symbol and the shiny symbol. So, in the community, these are known as Shalfas. So it's basically an alpha spawn that is also a shiny. This is, with the shiny charm, chat, this is a 1 in 20,000 chance spawn. And I fucking got 2 of them. Of course, this one had to be a female as well, so this one doesn't count, but, you know. You can see I've got, like, a bunch of Pidgeys there. I got some Skittles. I was going around Wild Zone Area 3 to, like, get the shiny Pikachus, so I did find a couple other things around there. I got Audino, I got Arbok, I got Eevee. I also got this one from Wild Zone Area 20. I got this one from 19, I think. So yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, let me go back to the stuff box. We'll have you in. I'm going to be using this Raichu anyway, because I'm going to get, like, you know, the 2 Mega Stones. Right, before we do anything else here, we are going to... Let's see, mystery gift. Get via internet. Right, so what I want is to redeem this, Project M. Not to be confused with the Smash Brothers mod of the same name. Right, extra side mission available. Meet the conditions to begin Project M. You also get the following items: the Mewtwo Knight X and Mewtwo Knight Y. Did you claim the Alpha Charizard mystery code? It's a password. No, but let me see if I can get that real quick. Hang on a minute. If anyone has the code, feel free to just paste it in here. Save me the trouble. Oh, thank you very much. Right, excellent. Right, code, password. Oh, B1G. Oh, I get it. 006 is the Charizard Pokédex number, right? So it's big 006. That's kind of funny. No? Did I type that correctly? Yeah, B1G006. Wait, is that 4 zeros? 3 zeros, sorry? Fuck, hang on. Yeah. There it is. Sorry, I thought it was like 2 zeros, it's 3 zeros. Alright, you got Charizard. I believe that's everything. Yeah, been disconnected from the internet. So we got a couple things to do before we hop into the DLC content. So we'll be doing that in a little bit. I've just got a couple loose ends to tie up. Wait, is this it? Yeah. Why is it only level 36? That's disappointing. How do I swap? Hang on. Ah, there we go. Wait, what moves did he have? Hang on. What did that say? Wait, Solar Beam? Wait, what do you mean Charizard can learn Solar Beam? Is this normal? Where is it? It is, right. I'll give you the Charizard type Y, in case I need you later. Man, I am just burning through my candies right now. I think that's good enough. God, I used almost all my good candies because of that. For Project M, you don't need a quest. You don't need a quest marker, but if you're in post-game, it should be active. Just go to the lowest floor of the old Team Flare labs. Right, I'll do that in just a minute. We do have one little thing to take care of here. Well, a couple things, really, but... First things first, so I did tell you guys I was going to do this next time I streamed the game. We're going to do the Infinite Royale fight number 15, because I've been kind of sitting on that for the past couple weeks. I did get the other 14 fights done, and I haven't even started 15 yet. Apparently the 15th fight is the important one. So let's get the Alpha up front. In fact, you know what? Let's get Shiny Raichu up front. Yes, I see you have a Challenger's ticket. Would you like to take part in the reward match? Alright. Makes sense it would be Tawny. You know, she's like the most important narrative character in the game. Alright, let me call your opponent to the battle court, and you two may begin at once. Let me turn the volume up a little bit. Did I fuck up the volume settings? No, I didn't. Isn't the Infinite ZA Royale great? I haven't had a chance for an all-out match with you since we first got to see who was the strongest Mega Evolution user. Watch me win! Oh yeah, I need to fix the volume. I forgot! I was wondering why the music sounded quiet. I forgot to change the volume of this audio, I'm so sorry. Can I do that right now, or do I have to wait until the fight's over? Let me turn the volume down a little bit because I have to turn the music up. So I mentioned it during the supercut, but basically I turned this down so that I could hear for the shiny audio, like, you know, the sound cue you get for when you're like shiny hunting. Watch out, a Pidgey's coming to get you! Ah! Right, there we go. They also have sparkles, but sometimes they're not immediately in your line of sight when you hear the sound. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, bad choice. Actually, that could be a good choice. Oh yeah, I need to configure their moves. I haven't really done that yet. I also need to go power up their attacks because I've got a bunch of mastery seeds. Gonna use this now. Nice. Love that Draco Meteor. Oh shit, she's using Floettes. I didn't even consider that she could have been using that in their team, but I guess that makes sense. I guess for all intents and purposes it's hers now. Since, you know, AZ's no longer with us. Oh, Dragon, right. I forgot about that. Why do I always forget that dragons are weak to Fairy? Yeah, Mel, keep doing the dragon move. Keep doing the dragon move, Mel. That'll work eventually. There you go. Sorry, I just have a habit for going for the dragon ones because they're usually hard hitting. Again, it's a force of habit thing. Like I keep making that mistake. I'm really glad we met, you know. I couldn't have taken on the whole ZA Royale or protected Lumios if you hadn't been there. And for some reason, there's just a person back there. You obtained the big nougat. Honey, can I have a word? Emma? Yeah, sure, must be pretty important if you came here to find me. Give us a second, okay? By the way, did I show you how many hours I've put into this game so far? Emma, you're sure? Alright. Melee, come on, we need to make a stop at Quartzico HQ. Right, before we do that... So, the last time I played this game, I think it said 60 or 65 hours. Look at the playtime now. I've been busy. Thanks for coming, both of you. Just triple checking. Tawny, your jacket was a keepsake from your mum, right? Oh yeah, this plot thread that never got resolved. Yeah, it was. Well, I found the person who gave it to your mum in the first place. I knew it. I had a fucking feeling. That jacket was a gift from me. Took a moment for him to process that. Yeah, I had a feeling that she was somehow related to this whole thing. I'm sorry? Tony, I'm quite sure that your mother was my daughter. Your mother worked to develop hologram technology, did she not? That's right. Your mother and I... We disagreed over the direction in which this company was moving. She left, saying that she had her own research that she would wish to pursue. Yeah, she worked hard at that research while caring for me when I was just a kid. It was a lot for her to handle on her own. I think she ended up doing work for Team Flare, or maybe getting support from Lysander. Is it true that your mother's research contributed to the invention of Team Flare's hologram devices? The very same research enabled us to develop our own holotech here at Quartzicle Inc. Even though she chose to walk a separate path, still we find these points of intersection. Life truly is curious at times. So Mum's hard work helped me make the wild zones and everything possible. But she burned herself out doing all of that. In the end, she had to go somewhere far. She had to go to some faraway region to try and rest. I see. And I suppose that is where she... Yeah. I knew my mum had ties to Lumios, so I figured I'd find you, or someone who knew her here. But of course her family was not originally from Lumios City. That's why it was a struggle to find any leads. Until I noticed that jacket. Couldn't be sure of it at first. I had certainly seen some hard days since I'd last seen it. And of course you had some flair of your own. That's what prompted President Jet to enlist me to do some sleuthing for her as well. And at that moment, it struck me. What if President Jet and Tawny are related and searching for one another? How's the volume mixing, by the way? Is it fine? My daughter, your mother, did she ever speak about me? She regretted never talking to you again after she left. And she said that if I ever met you, I should tell you something. Even though you and she had walked different paths, there was still so much you had in common. Noticing what you shared made her life feel fuller, and even after she left. Maybe especially after. If only I had been less stubborn. If only I tried to reach back across that divide sooner. I think it's alright. She'd be glad to know that her message had reached you at least. I must ask one thing of you, Tawny. I bear a responsibility for Quartzicle Inc., choosing to conceal the truth about the tower's threat from the public for so long. And so I plan to step down as president. But the urban redevelopment plan must continue. We must make sure that Lumio City turns into a place that truly belongs to both people and the Pokémon. Having some continuity in the project's leadership could help the transition go a little smoother. Perhaps if someone who had been helping already were to step into my shoes, someone who is already a leader in their own right. Wait, you're not saying what I think you're saying, are you? You want me to take over as the CEO? Me leading the whole company? I mean, I guess it makes some sense to keep it in the family, but... You know what? Alright. I doubt Mum would have wanted me to refuse. You understand why I have to do this, right?
But Team MZ!
I thank you. I'm happy that you know that you'll miss having me around. And I hope you know I wouldn't have left unless it was really that important. The girl speedrun getting indebted to the Mafia and don't make her the CEO of anything this big. Hey, Fluette.
Oh, yeah.
You were listening, right? I'm gonna be really busy for a while. I probably won't have time to be a good Pokemon trainer. So, you should do like what AZ would have wanted. Help Melee keep Lumio safe.
Yeah.
Right, well I guess Fluette is mine now. Here, use this well, Melee. Fluettite. Melee. I'm so sorry to break up your team in this way. It's alright, even if we were apart for a little while, we'll always be part of Team MZ. I'll come give them the whole story later, but could you break the news to Lida and Naveen? I'll whip up an extra special croissant curry to make it up to all of you. I promise. Let's keep doing what we can to make Lumios the best place it can be. Level 72. There you are. Don't know if I want more than one legendary at a time. I kind of want a. I don't know. Maybe I can have two and get away with that. It's not really a legendary. Well, kind of a pseudo-legendary in this game if you think about it. I mean, it was owned by AZ, so in a roundabout way that makes it a legendary. Yeah, I am really fucking burning through all my candies, holy shit. I had so many saved up, and now I'm just throwing them all away just to level up a couple Pokemon. Yeah, she's going to be a little bit behind everyone else here. You know what? Good enough. I'm going to make some quick changes to my loadout. Did I upgrade all your shit? Guess not. Yeah, I don't know if I did any of this stuff on the stream, but I did like a bunch of like upgrading moves off the stream. But yeah, I've got like so many like mastery seeds, like it's not even really that much of a commodity anymore. Like I've got like 50 of them. I think I've got over 50. Wish there was a way to just batch, like, apply this to everything. I've done it to my regular Raichu, like, I maxed out all their stuff. I just haven't done it for this Raichu yet. Also this Alpha Charizard. Only Solar Beam needs mastered. Right, what about the Floette? Just Giga Drain. Right, do I have anything else I need to do here? What about you? Yeah, I think I maxed them out already. Yeah, I think the other 3 Pokemon have already been maxed. Maybe. Dragonite's been maxed. Right, what about Lucario? Do you need anything? Nope. Okay, yeah, everything's been maxed then. Let's see, how many seeds do I still have? Because I must have a bunch. Holy shit, that's more than I realised. I thought I had like 50 of them. No, more than double. Almost 3 times. Right, next thing on the agenda. We need to go to Lysander Cafe. We're going to go do that side quest now, the Project M quest. So yeah, basically you need to go to the bottom floor of the lab here. You know what I should do for this portion of the stream? Let me see if I can set something up. Hang on a second, I've got an idea. I've got an idea for something fun that we can do. One moment. I need to think how I'm going to approach this. God, it's been a while since I've set this up. This could take a few minutes, so just hang on a second. Yeah, bear with me. I'm looking for a particular function, but I forgot where I tucked that function away on my Stream Deck. I wish the Stream Deck had the option to, like, search for things. Like, search for certain things, and it would tell you where it is. Because sometimes my selective blindness likes to flare up, and it's like, I don't know where the thing I'm looking for is. But yeah, give me like a minute or two here to look for what I'm looking for. Right, I think this is what I'm looking for. Right, hang on. That number is incorrect. Let me quickly tend to something here. Right, I've got an idea. Just gonna quickly look for a graphic that I can impose into OBS. You'll see what I'm gonna do. Just give me 1 minute. Shit. This isn't gonna work. Hang on. In this episode of Pokemon Legends EA, Mel wastes everybody's time. Right, save that, download it. Yeah, I'm just quickly doing something on the fly here, trying to like improvise, because the thing I was doing didn't exactly work. Filters, color key, I think. I Brightness. Yeah, there we go. Right, good. Scale filtering. Set that to bilinear just so it doesn't look like shit. Right, so I think for the DLC and stuff, I think it would be fun to keep track of how many shinies I've encountered with the shiny charm, just while playing through the DLC campaign. So you will see this counter go up the more shinies I find as we're just playing the game casually. So I think that's kind of a fun thing to do, don't you think? Let me move that over just a little bit. One last thing I think I should do is fix the number, because it looks a little bit red. Maybe I should make that white and not red. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that looks good. So let's test that, add 1. What if I add a bunch? Let's see, get to... Hang on. Okay, yeah, right, that's working. Working as intended. Right, I think I'm good now. I don't think they ever explained what this prison cell was, but I think lore-wise this is where ZA was captured, or AZ, sorry. You know, the big guy. Some of the machinery powered back on in response to your presence. Initiating security protocols. Megastones detected, restoring power to critical systems. Activating Project M. This project is highly dangerous. Would you still like to release the locks? Yeah, I think we just opened Pandora's box. Yeah, there he is. For some reason, he's just in Lysander Labs. No explanation, he's just here. Now, Melee, what do you think you're doing? Mewtwo is an extremely dangerous Pokémon. You're thinking of facing off against that thing? Then you'd better not fail to catch it. Project M. Catch that Mewtwo. You can't fail me here, kid. Oh, do we get a dedicated arena? Oh, no, we're still inside the lab. I thought I was going to do that thing that happened when you fight Zygarde. What a very awkward area to be fighting in. I forgot to put the stone on Floette. Oops. Do not burn him. Don't kill him. Nice classic music. God damn it. Do I get another chance or do I have to reload my save file? Yeah, I need to start again. Yeah, I was hoping that wasn't going to finish it off. I don't think I want to waste a Master Ball. I have 2 Master Balls, I think. And it was... I technically had 3, but I used one on Zygarde just for symbolism. What? What do you mean, first try? What do you mean, first Ultra Ball? Oh, you caught it? Good. 1 sec. He took me way more attempts than Diancie. That's funny, because it took me way more attempts to capture Diancie than Mewtwo. Oof, seeing this place in ruins like this. I gotta tell you, it's a complicated feeling no matter how long it's been. I figured Holotech was called in for this situation. Voice calls are just so impersonal. Now then, let Auntie Mabel explain as to you why you ended up battling Mewtwo in Lysander Labs. Very nice, I do enjoy a good, attentive listener. See, Mewtwo is a Pokémon created by a scientist who was conducting research on Pokémon DNA. It has formidable power, which piqued Team Flare's interest. We wondered if we were able to use Mewtwo in the ultimate weapon. When we heard it had been spotted in Kalos's unknown dungeon, we went and caught it. I forget, was Mewtwo in Pokemon X and Y? Like, is this referencing that directly? Honestly, we still don't know why Mewtwo had even shown up in the Kalos region. One theory was that Mewtwo came seeking the power of Mega Evolution. But even with all 5 of us looking into it, we couldn't arrive at a single answer. See, we had pieces of both Mewtwo Knight X and Mewtwo Knight Y, but even we tried using them. I can read. Mewtwo never even Mega Evolved. Since Mewtwo tends to mostly just to hang about, saving up its energy when it needs to battle. He was there in X and Y. Yeah, I haven't played that. I've only ever played through that game like once back when it first came out, so my memory of that is a blur. We put Project M on the back burner and forgot about it. But Mewtwo sure does like leaving me with questions, doesn't it? Like, why awaken now? Was it just reaching to the Mutinite at X and Y that you have? Which leads to the questions of why you even have those 2 Mega Stones in the first place. Would you believe that I connected to the internet and got them off of Craigslist? But what do I know? Maybe Mewtwo will be a good little Pokemon and listen obediently to a trainer with your skills. Anyway, this acting director still has a pile of work awaiting her. So I'm hanging up now. Bye! Ugh. I don't like that face she's doing. Please stop that. Oh, I got 1 whole XL candy. Good for me. Where is... Hang on. I don't know which box he fell in. That one. man. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to use Mewtwo right now because I'm almost strapped for candies at the moment, and I'm not going to waste my rare candies. So I'll level him up off the stream for part 2 of this DLC. I'm not going to be using him tonight because I need to like get more candies. I burnt almost through I burnt through almost all of them tonight, getting the other characters ready. But I believe we are ready now to tackle the DLC content, right? Like, there's nothing else, like, noteworthy I should be doing here. Like, just so you know, like, I failed to mention it at the top of the stream, but let me just show you how much stuff I've been doing since I last played this. Let me go to the Pokédex. Look, I finished the Pokédex. I got everything. I got all the Pokémon. And I did the research, I completed all of this. And let's see, let me bring this up. How do you display mission list? Yeah, look at this. I got everything, 120 out of 120 side quests, all done. Absolutely everything has been completed. So yeah, for all intents and purposes, the vanilla game is 100% completed at this moment in time. But yeah, I think that's everything, like that's all the loose ends tied up, so we can finally check out the DLC now, right? Can we get a Legends game on Kanto about Mr. Fuji and Blaine's research for Mewtwo being created? That would be cool. I'd like to see something like that. But yeah, I think I'm now going to jump into the DLC now, so if you don't want to get spoiled on that stuff, then you're free to jump out now. The DLC did just come out like a couple hours ago. But yeah, this is going to be, like, as always, a blind playthrough. I'm looking forward to seeing what the DLC has on offer. So to begin the DLC, you have to go to the roof of Hotel Z, so we're going to do that now. I won't be playing the DLC for super long, like maybe an hour-ish. But again, next time I play this, I'll give you a more substantial session. Would you be Melee? Who are you? No, all in good time. Please excuse the altitude and allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ansha. And this is Hoopa, the Mischief Pokémon. This is like a pseudo-legendary, right? I've come to your hotel rooftop with a particular request. A request fit for Limios' renowned Team MZ. If you're willing to hear it, of course. Oh yeah, about that. Maybe you should have reached out to me like 10 minutes ago, like we just disbanded Team MZ. Like Tawny's no longer with us. Sure, let me hear it. It's a mythical. What's the difference between a legendary and a mythical? Is it just like a different type of legendary, in a sense? Then without further ado... help me make a delicious donut that will fill Hoopa with a great surge of power. Oh, is that it? Is that what you want? Donuts of unworldly deliciousness. Okay. A donut? That sure is a cute request. Oh hey, Tawny's here. I agree, but it is a bit odd. Why here at Hotel Z? Why not make one at home? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter why. I'm not gonna turn down a kid in need of help. Alright, so we got to provide a space and find some ingredients. Right. Donuts have to be fried in oil at least 350 degrees Fahrenheit. She'll need supervision. Oh, good point. This must be why she came to Team MZ for help. Does that really make sense to you? I still don't see why she couldn't just ask her parents. Ensha, something on your mind? It's just that this hotel's different from the one that I'm used to. It feels calmer. Well, calm is good for making donuts, right? No distractions. If you need a workspace, the kitchen and front desk are free. The space looks really well cared for. It speaks highly to the people who use it. Right? Oh no! I'm guessing you need butter, but I used up the last of ours yesterday. Sorry, Ansha. Oh dear, butter is crucial to the recipe. Just hold tight a bit, Ansha. I know a place that has some really great butter. I'll see if I can get us some. Magenta Sector 6. Alright. Thank you, I'll be here all week. Alright, let's go get the butter then. You said Magenta Sector. There it is. Oh, shit, did I accidentally unmark that? Wait, there's something else I should show you that I've been doing. Let's see. I've got like a bunch of free boxes here. I guess I could start from box 10. But one other project that I've been kind of working on, not the mega box, that hasn't been organized yet. Okay, right, so boxes 18, 19, and 20. So all of these ones are the alphas that you find in Wild Zone Area 20. Like, you know those, like, two alphas that spawn in the very center, like, under the tower? Basically, there's 67 different alphas that can spawn there. So I've just been cataloguing and, like, trying to archive those. So it's in alphabetical order, so there's, like, 2 here that I'm missing. There's 2 there, 2 there. And then you can see there's some gaps here. And then this is the last row, which I've completed. So that adds up to about 67. I think there's like maybe 1 or 2 here, I forget. But basically, I'm trying to like get all of the alphas that spawn in that one area. That was a side project I've been working on that I did not finish, but I might work on that as I go. But yeah, in terms of the DLC, we'll just like use box 10 to work with and work from there. But yeah, I completely forgot to show that. Again, I've been busy in this game. I quite enjoy this game a lot, if you couldn't tell. Oh, it's this way. I see, it's this way. Wait, this doesn't seem right. I was never able to find all of the... what do you call them? Like the canary dolls or something? I forgot what the collectible was, but... the thing you need for the canary dolls, like the screws, I never found all of them. I was missing, like, I think 5 or 6 of them. I didn't feel like looking up a walkthrough for them. Okay, here we go. You can get the best butter and Lumios from the baker here. Colourful screws. Yeah, I did get all the dolls, I upgraded them all, but I never did bother getting the last couple things. Apparently it's not even anything special. All it does is just give you like a big canary doll that's like on display in your bedroom in the hotel. But that's all that does. Doesn't really give you any cool mechanics or new features. But yeah, I never bothered. I think I was missing like 5 or 6 of them. And I've like been all over this town, like I've been everywhere. But apparently not like a couple small spots apparently. So Team MZ knows one place in town to get Luminosian butter. You're a resourceful bunch. Is that Enshin? Oh no, it's Grisham. Interrogon? Didn't expect to see you two all buddy. Well kid, I got to thinking we need some new merch to help keep the Canatics happy. It's my brainchild for my grandchild. Canary bread. Her fans are gonna eat it up. And old Grisham here is teaching me the secrets of bread making as his apprentice. I never agreed to apprenticeship, but I mustn't extinguish the passion of a budding baker. Unfortunately, this leaves us with a problem to be solved, doesn't it? This Luminosian butter isn't big enough for the both of us. Calls for a 2-on-2 battle. Oh, okay then. Random. Necessary. Oh, that's cool. They've got markers to show you the team battles. Like to show you who the opponents and whatnot are. So are team battles new to the DLC? Because I don't remember this being a thing in the vanilla game. I guess we have 2 Mega Evolutions to compete with now. By the way, chat, I have been streaming for 7 hours today. Today has been an eventful day for streaming. Normally I don't have this much energy, but I was looking forward to playing a certain game today. Yeah, there you go, take that. Just like a slight sneeze and they're down. Also, look how much money I've got. Like, I don't know if you saw that, I have like over 3 million Pokecoins. And the reason I have so much money in this is because of all the ZA Royale fights I had to do to like get 1,000 fights for the shiny charm. I'm not going to read this out aloud right now. Doesn't seem important enough. Something about this face at this angle makes me laugh. Alright, bye you two. Hope I never get to see either of you again. They make a fun pair. No, they don't. Right, let's go and give her the butter. Again, random thing to be doing. Real quick, I should buy some more Ultra Balls. Because I've got a shit ton of money, so why not? Oh, by the way, I want to show you something funny that I've been doing. So, you know how the Master Ball was like next to the Ultra Ball? Like I had two of them? You want to know where they disappeared to? I threw them away. I threw them away so that this guy is fucking holding them for me. Because I don't trust myself, I might accidentally use one. Because it's always next to the Ultra Ball, it's always on the right of it. So when I'm fiddling trying to throw a Pokeball in the heat of battle, I don't want to accidentally toss a Master. So this guy's just babysitting them for me. That's why I don't have them. But yeah, there's the other Master Ball. That was the one for the Zygarde, I think. But yeah, I had like 3 Master Balls. I've got that guy's holding 2. Anyways, shopping, buy. I'm gonna buy a few things here. Let's see. Quick math. Slightly more than I was expecting now, but that's fine. Got to do one more thing real quick. I also have all the Mega Stones in the game as well. That was another thing I did off the stream. Alright. Usually I use Quick Balls. Quick Balls, but also Timer Balls. Hang on. Again, quick math. Or slow math in my case. There we go. But I think I'll be good for a while on the balls. How marvellously this turned out. Oh, welcome back, Melee. Welcome to Ansh's Donuts. If you want to make a proper donut, the ambience needs to be just right. Look, I buy that reasoning, but it's quite a lot if you only come here to cook this once. You're getting concerned now, Naveen? You sure seemed eager to help us make all of this. We gave our word that we'd help, that's all. Were you able to get your hands on that butter, Melee? Goodness, Lumiosian butter. Lumiosian butter. Wait, how did you get back there so fucking quick? Just fucking DBZ instant teleportation? Instant transmission? I'd like you to choose a donut for us to make. Sure thing. Let's see what your options are. If you pick 3 berries, we'll make them into a lovely donut. Gotcha berries. 10 Oran. If you give Ansha 3 berries, she can make a donut for you. The kinds of donut you will get will depend on the effects and flavours of the berries used as ingredients. Okay, this is brand new. Let's try 1 cherry berry, 1 asper, and 1 citrus berry. Alright, donut made. A citrus jam donut. A delicious tart donut topped with a confectionery of stewed citrus berry. It activates Hoopa's powers when eaten. Interesting. 1 lovely donut, ready to eat. Ansha got a donut. Alright. Eat the donut then. Now let's be off to our destination, Hoopa. You're not gonna eat here? If you recall, the thrust of my request was to make a donut that would give Hoopa a surge of power. I need to put Hoopa's surge of power to use at a particular spot. That spot lies on the banks of the Sacian Canal. Saison Canal. It's close to the Justice Dojo. Alright. I no longer understand what Ansha's trying to do. Do you? Yeah. Ansha, could you let us know what your plan is here? Certainly, I owe you all at least that much. I suppose even you came along to see, but we can reconvene at the Saison Canal banks. Alright. I imagine that's where the real fun will begin once we go there. Very specific location, but sure. I hate when I accidentally unmark that because I think I can quick travel there. Seems like everyone is here except for Tawny. You asked for Team MZ's help. Don't leave out the leader. Very well, now Tawny has arrived. Let us begin. Hang on, Ansha. I'm here for whatever reason, whatever's about to happen, but you still haven't told us what you're trying to do. Oh yes, I'm sorry. I was so wholly focused on making donuts that I forgot to explain why. My goal is this. To catch a fine legendary Pokémon for my dear Mama. I have some concerns. Let's hear it out first. People truly can't grasp what they haven't seen for themselves, I suppose. Look there if you would. Yeah, it's a wall. Oh. What is that? It's all squirmy. Are my eyes playing tricks, or is there some sort of playthrough there? Have your donut, Hoopa, and then show them what you can do. Nom. Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. Excellent, it opened just as planned. Why did that squirmy spot grow to look like the hole in a donut or something? I'm very pleased with your help, Team MZ. As you can see, my donuts cause Hoopa to experience a surge of mysterious power. And with that power, Hoopa can still use a move that lets us travel through this distortion. And with that, I'm off to catch the fine legendary Pokemon. Be back shortly. Can I catch it for you? You're going in there? Who is this child? I've got a feeling that things in Lumiose are about to get weird again. I have many concerns. Whatever's going on, we can't just leave Ansha in there by herself. Right, let's go after her. Yep. I want to see what's in there. I want to see the fucking cool stuff that's going to go on. Yeah, this is where the DLC really begins. There I go. It's just like the beginning of Majora's Mask. Except I don't turn into a Deku shrub by the end of it. Right, so this is the distortion, it seems like. What is this place? These buildings look like just the one in Lumiose, but the sky isn't bright at all. Whatever we are, we got to find Ansha. I have no idea what's going on, but we can't just leave a kid in here alone. Should we split up and look for her? What do you think, Melee? Splitting up in a totally unfamiliar place? Maybe Melee would be fine, but no way am I going to search off alone. It's okay, I'm here too. How about we pair up? I'll go with Lita. So I'm guessing this is where I'll start seeing new Pokemon. Things okay over there, Tawny? Yeah, we're fine. Let's go find Ansha, quick. Well, at least our phones still work here. If something happens, please let us know. Let's look for any signs of Ansha. Current location, question mark. Yeah, this looks kind of trippy, this area. Still uses city structures though, so recycled assets, but I do like the ambience and like the, you know, the skybox and stuff. Also, that's kind of cool. You can see like the rest of the city in that reflection. Oh fuck. The new girl's name in Spanish is Anya. Can't stop thinking about the Spy X family. Oh fuck. I keep not realizing there's a gap there when I walk over. This is where a Pokemon Center would be. Reminds me of the parallel universes thing in Ultra Sun and Moon. You never played Ultra Sun and Moon, I only played like the vanilla games. Yeah, new Pokemon, Mankey. We just spotted the Mankey. Have you seen any Pokemon where you are? So even though this place looks like Lumiose, it's got Pokemon that Lumiose doesn't. I hope Ansha doesn't get attacked by any of those wild Pokemon. So yeah, this is a classic Gen 1 Pokemon. Ooh, bunch of them. Looks like it's going to be a battle. We'll do our best over here. Good luck, you two. Okay. Right, Draco Meteor. Hit them all. Wait, that one's level 110? Stop hitting me. Ooh. Okay. These guys are tough. Everything here is over level 100. Oh god. Yeah, my part is getting wiped. I hope you give me a free heal. Tony, Naveen, are you okay? Those Mankey certainly were strong, weren't they? Yeah, they were really a handful. Do you think there's some sort of power floating around here that makes Pokemon even stronger? I'm getting more and more worried. We've got to find Ansha. Wait, look, over there. Well, considering I spotted the Mankey, I imagine I'll be able to capture one eventually. Oh, I didn't know there was a map for this. It's kind of cool looking. Okay, well I don't have anything updated on my Pokédex yet. Maybe I've got to wait a while before that actually updates. Well, at least I got auto-healed after that fight. Why hello again, Team MZ. Unfortunately, the fine legendary Pokemon I'm after seems to be elsewhere. Oh, Ansha, I'm so sorry. Wait, hold that thought. This place is dangerous. We got to get out of here. Do we? I'm not particularly bothered. But if the fine Pokemon I'm after isn't here, I suppose there's not much point in staying. Why don't I accompany you back? Donuts of unworldly deliciousness. Right, we got our first taste of a different dimension. That was interesting. What a relief to see regular old Limios again. Hey, Melee. I think we ought to let Vinny know about what's been happening here. What is she looking at? What's up, Ansha? Look, up there! Oh. Oh. Right, well there's your title drop. So the DLC is called Mega Dimension. At least we've confirmed that the donuts I make here can indeed get us to that other space. Thanks for your assistance, Team MZ. Your reputation is well earned. You're the one who made that donut, Chef Ansha. But to back up for a second, what was that other space besides weird? I don't fully understand it myself. Then rushing headlong into it was very bold of you. Reckless, one might say. I'm a girl on a mission, after all. Rayquaza. I simply must catch the fine Pokémon I saw about 6 months ago in that space. As cool as it is, it's still pretty reckless. Hello, Team MZ. I take it you're keeping yourself pretty busy as always. Corbu, hey, did someone borrow some money from this guy again? I can hear you, you know. Yeah, it's like the mob boss, isn't it? The guy with the glasses. No, not Nostalgia Critic. Besides, it's not like any of you would be stupid enough to borrow money from the Rust Syndicate. Only a real idiot would do that. Oh, I assume Tawny is there with you, right? Oh. Yeah. Now listen, there's something important I want to discuss with you. Come over to my office, all of you. He still just won't take no for an answer, I see. If we've all got to go, what should we do with Ansha? No need to worry about me, I can remain here alone. Thank you, I'm quite used to it. That's very mature for you to offer, but what would you know what to do if a guest came? I can't read today, I'm so sorry everyone. I'm just gonna move on from that text box, I don't care. I just fucking rage quit that text box right now. That's a big if. What do you think, Melee? Yeah, we should bring her with us. The CEO of Cortico, everyone. Yeah, I think you're right. Bringing a kid to the Rust Syndicate does seem a bit iffy, but I guess you'll be fine as long as we're all there, especially you. Right, if he could help save us from the tower, I'm sure a visit to Rust Syndicate is no sweat. You'd be more cautious if he ever been inside the Rust Syndicate HQ yourself, Naveen. Hyperspace Mission 01. Hyperspace missions. Complete these missions to demystify the strange dimension that seems to be leaking into Lumio City. You can take on these missions alongside your main missions and side missions, so change which missions have guidance enabled so as to enable, as needed, to aim and tackle as many as you can. Okay. Interesting. Right, so if I go here... Yeah, I got all that shit done. Oh, that's cool. If you click that, it just takes you straight to the relevant thing. She's gonna sink the company in no time. Yeah, she probably will. Right, let's go see what Corbu wants. Attention, duelists! Vinny, did you join the Rust Syndicate? The Rust Syndicate? Again, I can read, I can also speak. Come on, use your head. He's just here to talk business. More importantly, who's the little lady? New Team MZ member? She's a client of ours. Is that so? Guess it's no surprise that you two big shots would have a lot of people asking for favours of you now. People such as me, as it happens. Here's the deal. There's more weirdness going on in Lumios, and the Rust Syndicate's been looking into it. While the fine eggheads at Quarticle were studying the impact of the nasty business within the tower, they did find something else. Their instruments picked up some weird readings different than the Mega Power. Ordinarily, Quarticle Inc. would have investigated those abnormal readings on their own. But Vinny and his colleagues have all had their hands full cleaning up the mess from the tower, plus getting Lumios's redevelopment back on track. So the Rust Syndicate has agreed to help them out. After all, we've got to protect our investments. I mean, our city. We started investigating, and then what should pop up in that bizarre thing over in Citrical Plaza. Now I know you Team MZ kiddos get tangled up in every little mess that crops up in Lumios. So why don't you go ahead and spill everything you know for us? Let me make sure I understand this correctly. A donut from Miss Ansha and the move used by Hoopla allows you to travel through one of those distortions into space beyond it. That mystery space must have been where those odd readings had came from. I think we can surmise that the move Hoopa used is called Hyperspace Hole. An alternate Lumios accessed through a hyperspace hole. Why don't we just call it a Hyperspace Lumios for now? Simpler than spelling that out every single time. Now, let's get to business. We've got to learn about Hyperspace Lumios so that we can sort out that distortion over at the tower. To get into hyperspace, it sounds like we need two different things. The Mademoiselle and her Pokémon. What that means for you, kid, is that you better get used to that little lady being part of the crew. Team MZ is going to need help if you intend on diving in and investigating Hyperspace Lumios. Not your call now, is it? Nor mine. The little lady gets to decide for herself whether she wants to help. I'd be delighted to help learn more about the Hyperspace Lumios. That's the spirit. Consider yourself in charge, Melee. Your new job is to survey the Hyperspace Lumios. Now I'm sure scouring the city for distortions does seem like it would be a bit of a slog. Which is why I've prepared an upgrade for your map app. Hyperspace distortions. Hyperspace distortions have appeared all over the city, serving as entry points into Hyperspace Lumios. They can be located using the handy icons on your map. Old distortions close and new distortions will appear at sunrise and sunset each day. With your map open, you can press minus to hide the other icons and show the distortions only. Remove information unrelated to hyperspace distortions should simplify things as you focus on your survey. Alright. Interesting. Oh yeah, that greatly simplifies things. Okay, so yeah, we've got some new Pokemon here. I think that's a Mime Junior. That's a Gulpin. Not sure what that one is. They have the same Pokemon, I don't know what that is yet. Interesting. You saw how the space for information on that distortion over the tower was totally blank, yeah? It's gonna stay that way unless you get on some good survey work, kid. Some of the hyperspace distortions showed up on your map, right? You can start with those. A word of warning though, those things probably won't be sitting there waiting for you forever. They seem to phase in and out of existence. Consider that another quirk of the Hyperspace Lumios for you to learn more about. As for what else to study, well, we'll tell you once you go through a distortion. And I should put my all into making some more donuts. Let's rendezvous back to Hotel Z so we can resume making donuts, Melee. exactly just the Rust Syndicate's pawns here, but the research certainly bears doing. What Naveen said, and we ought to look into the distortions for Answer's sake too. These ought to be of some help in your research, Melee. 20 Ultra Balls, how generous of you. You've got to learn all you can about hyperspace Lumios so everyone in regular space Lumios can breathe easy. Get out there and show us what you can do. I'll have Corsical Inc. get the word out to the public that we're actively investigating these distortions. And I guess we better get ordering up some more donuts from Chef Ansha. Yep, you'd better. If anything else comes up, I'll be in touch. My kitchen awaits, see you there! Again, won't be playing this for much longer tonight. Maybe like another 15 minutes of this. Again, it'll be a bit of a short session tonight. But I could do like another full session tomorrow to make up for it. But yeah, let's go back to the hotel and make another donut. I'm gonna try a lumberry. What? And tomato berry. I imagine this must be a... You know how like Pokemon Sword and Shield had a curry dex? I imagine there must be a donut dex for this. Or something like keeps log of like all the donuts you've made so far. There must be like tons of combinations. Right, so Quatlet Curry Donut. A donut featuring authentic curry prepared with the fried Quatlet berry. It's got plenty of spice. It activates Hoopa's powers when eaten. Let's make one more. Let's make 3. Okay, these ones I have very little of. Let's try one of those. Try that. And a Kelpsy berry. What a weird aspect of this DLC. A Chilean cream donut. A donut made with fresh cream that has been flavoured with the Chilean berry juice. You can skip the cutscene by pressing A. Good to know. Roast berry and... Let's try that one. Ooh, rainbow donut. A Greppa Rainbow Donut. A donut of indescribable flavour thanks to the varied ingredients, including the Greppa berry. Right, I think that will do for now. Donut effects. A donut's level boost will increase the levels of all the Pokemon in your party by the numbers shown. Ah, okay. Interesting, so you can basically, like, buff yourself for fights. I get it. Makes sense. The donut energy Hoopa receives from the donut will determine how long you remain in hyperspace. You want to take this into account if you hope to take your time exploring hyperspace Lumios. If you're lucky, a donut can also provide special effects called flavor powers. These effects can have a large range of benefits from aiding your Pokemon in battle to helping you catch the Pokemon you seek. I wonder if there's one for increasing your shiny chances. Oh, you know what? There is. Like, look, there's a shiny symbol there. That's cool. Okay. So it kind of reminds me of, like, the sandwiches from, like, Scarlet and Violet. Like, you can get a bunch of buffs by making, like, certain sandwiches. Kind of cool to see that they brought that feature back. Oh, Jesus. Getting into the donut business? Guess you have to make your hotel stand out somehow. Oh ho, never mind the donuts, we've got a rare Pokemon here. Ah. Looks like Hoopa, the mischief Pokemon. What generation is this one, by the way? I don't know what gen this comes from. I've heard its mysterious loops can wrap around space itself. By the way, do you know what Hoopa's favourite video game is? Halo. But let's hold on to that thought. Melee, you saw some Mankey? I know they don't live in Lumiose, so when I saw you registered one, I went poking around. His favourite is clearly Portal. Yeah, true, yeah. People are chattering away online about all this hyperspace stuff, and I had a hunch that it was connected to your Mankey sighting. I bet I could get all kinds of fascinating data from Pokemon in hyperspace. You've got to get on it. Though maybe I do feel a little bad about piling on more work for you. Just a little. Anyway, the real point of this is to visit. I've powered up your Pokédex. Oh, here we go. Right, okay, time to expand the decks. Pokédex registers Pokemon found in hyperspace. There are many curious species living that can't be found in Lumiose. Okay, so it's like two separate dexes. Makes sense. I bet you can't wait to dive back in and get your hands dirty in hyperspace now. Happy digging! I wonder if she has more research for me. May I ask who that lively woman was? Mabel is the acting director of the Pokemon Research Lab. She gets us to do her research. She's rather remarkable, but, well, don't worry about her. But getting back on topic, the next step is to investigate the hyperspace Lumiose, so to check out one of these distortions. Quite right, I'll stand by here and prepare more in investigatory aid in donut form. I can read that word. Yep, she's got some new research for me. What do you got? Interesting. So we got some new Mega Evolution Stones. Filling your hyperspace Pokédex. Investigating hyperspace. So wait, what do I get? Hang on, what do I get for doing that? Oh, it doesn't go beyond 50. Maybe they'll add more as I get further in, but right now it's still capping at 50. What was I going to do just now? Oh yeah, the Pokédex, that's what it was. So yeah, 232 for the vanilla game. Yeah, here's the first Pokemon that we saw. But I'll play this for like another 10 minutes. I'm going to do one more skirmish in the hyperspace area. Oh, they've changed some of the Pokemon around. At least I think they have. Let's get this. Let's do this one first. Those are for people who don't have time to deal with 1,000 battles. You know, I guess that makes sense. So if you have the DLC, it's easier for you to get to level 50. It was a pain in the arse for me to get to level 50, because I completed every research but 1,000. And it turns out, oh, you need to complete that one if you want to get the last few points. Wait a minute, that's the wrong way. I was looking at the wrong marker. But yeah, it took me a while to like get there, and eventually I did get the shiny charm. There it is. Right, so I'll do like one or two of these before I call it, because we are approaching the 8-hour mark. My streams don't normally go on for this long. It's been a long day for streaming. But again, we can do a more substantial session of this next time. Like, a lot of this was just, you know, tying up loose ends with the vanilla game, as well as doing the preamble for the DLC. Right, when you give Hoopa a donut to eat, it will open up a portal that will allow you to enter hyperspace. Check the description of each hyperspace distortion and choose the most suitable donut for that distortion, and then off you go to survey hyperspace Lumios. As time passes, when in a pocket of hyperspace, Hoopa's donut energy will be gradually consumed. Once it runs out, you have to halt your survey and return to regular Lumios. Okay. Right, so this one will give me the most time. Right, let's see if we can find that one Pokemon and add it to our Pokédex. Yep, that one is Mime Jr. I recognise the outline. Which means we can evolve it into Mr. Mime. We can get Ash's dad finally. Hello, Melee. It appears you've made it into hyperspace Lumios. If you get any extras, I'd love a Mime and Mr. Mime. I'll keep that in mind. I'll try to stream this game again tomorrow, because I do plan to stream a game tomorrow anyway. I'm going to be doing the Mortal Kombat DLC, or the Mortal Kombat collection, or... Wait, is that tomorrow? I forget. Something's happening tomorrow. I'll check my schedule at the end of the stream, see what's happening, but I will probably come back and check out more of this DLC tomorrow as well. A hyperspace survey request. It'll be a huge help if you can accumulate over 7,000 points or so. Oh, okay, right. This is starting to remind me of, like, those little side quests you can do at Blueberry Academy and Scarlet and Violet's DLC. I can see myself, you know, doing a lot of this shit on the side. Alright, here we go. 3.5 minutes. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Hit it! Hit it! I can't move. There we go. Didn't realize what that Pokemon was. See something weird there. I want to investigate that. I think I hear a Pokemon that I've not seen before. Right, I got a bunch of Mime Juniors. What is this? Beginning to close. Oh fuck, I'm running out of time. Can I aim at this? Oh, you can. Okay. Hit it. Just use thunder. Hit it with thunder. Eight, 7, 6. Alright, well that was cool. I can see what the gameplay loop is going to be now. A Gimme Go coin? Wait, what do you mean a Gimme Go coin? Gimme Go's in this? Alright. Well, I look forward to eventually getting 1,000 Gimme Go coins. Right. I think I've got time for maybe one more distortion before I stop. So I haven't seen a shiny yet, right? I'm gonna check. Right. Gonna get rid of you. By the way, does boxes go above the... I guess at the moment it doesn't, but does it go above, like, have they increased, like, the overall box storage limitation in the DLC? Or is it still, like, 30 boxes max? Okay, stats. Okay, stats. Alright. Well, if you want, I can send you one of these Mime Juniors later. How do you evolve Mime Junior again? Is it like friendship? Because I know you can go to a cafe to like increase the friendship quickly. You know what, I could probably do that right now, actually. Hang on. Oh, right. But yeah, basically a fast way to increase like the friendship between you and the Pokemon is go to the cafe just like constantly. And eventually the evolution thing should appear. I did that when it came to like getting all the evolutions in the game in vanilla. Like, you know how, like, most of them you need like stones, but for like Umbreon and Espeon you had to like use friendship. Gonna get the same thing, I don't care. I've got tons and tons and tons of money. Mime Junior needs a move called Mimic. What level does it get that at? I don't think I have Mimic. Let's see, where's that one item? Where's the experience egg? Oh, there it is. Okay, egg. Gonna die from burn. Protect. Whoop. Gonna do the timer ball strategy. Come on. Yeah, so it's going to take a little while for the timer ball strategy to kick in because the Ultra Ball doesn't seem to be effective against this Pokemon. Yep. Oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned why I wanted the male Pikachu to turn into a shiny Raichu. Because, you know how, like, the female Pikachu has, like, a heart-shaped tail? Yeah, when it evolves into a Raichu, the tip of its, like, lightning bolt tail is, like, kind of chipped off a little bit. I kind of don't like that. I like it to be super pointy. That was the reason why I wanted a male shiny Pikachu. Okay, the thing's gone up now. Let me wait for a few more, then I'll try it. Oh yeah, if you pay attention to the little arrows on the side, that shows you the percentage of the capture rate. So one arrow is less than 25%, two arrows is between 25 and 50, three is between 50 and 75, and then basically four is like 75 or above. Yeah, I'm aware of the time of day. But for the timer ball to be effective, I need them to do attacks on me. so I'm trying to squeeze as many as I can before I attempt to throw. Let's try now. And now I've got to wait for them to not be enraged. Alright, that's 3 arrows. There we go. Right, I think I've got time to explore one more dimension before I call it for the day. Because we just passed the 8-hour mark like 8 minutes ago. So yeah, I'm gonna be wrapping up very, very shortly. So let's see, what one do I want to do next? I want to get the Cubone. Cubone's cool. Yeah, let's do that one. It's inside Wild Zone 5. Remember that carry on when I was in Wild Zone 5 and I had like a fucking shiny sound? And it took me like 5 minutes to figure out where the fuck it was? Like it was like behind this building. Pepperidge Farm remembers. I should have enough time to go over there before the time advances. Right, 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Right, so we'll stop after this one. I'm gonna make this the last dimension for tonight. Again, bit of a shorter stream in terms of like just this game alone. But you have to keep in mind I streamed like 4 different things today. So I think I've earned myself a rest. So yeah, in like 3 minutes I'll be done with today's stream. Gotta make sure I have that ready. Don't forget your tasks. Yep. Nice. I was able to walk onto it by moving the camera. I have a feeling it's up here somewhere. Being a lot of drill burn in this area. Yeah, I've got 1 minute and 40 seconds left. There's Cubone. Not the Pokeball I wanted, but you know what? It worked. It worked. Walk on. Okay. Oh, there's an alpha here. Crap. Come around. turn around. Thank you. Backslash! Right. Nice. My first alpha in the dimension. Ah! Crap! Aww. That fucker killed Floette. Yes, I got the Pokemon. That was the thing I was mainly looking out for. And I got one of those tasks complete. Oh, right. I forgot these guys were there when I came out. Oh god. Okay, he's not looking at me anymore. Right, I'm just gonna heal up real quick and I'm just gonna call it, because I've been playing this for a while, like I said. Let's see, anything else we need to do here? We have this Dragonite, I should be moving. Amazing stats. Alright. That one appears to be a keeper. I will put you in the stuff box. I'm gonna have to like reorganize some shit here, but I'll just do that off the stream. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here for now. I would play more of this, but again, long stream today. Like, I'm not doing 9 hours. 8 is more than enough for me. But I hope you enjoyed what you saw of the stream. I'm liking the DLC so far, even though I've only just barely started it. I can see what the gameplay loop's gonna be, and you know, what that aspect of, like, you know, capturing new Pokemon, like, that's always the fun part of the game that I like. So we're roughly halfway through the survey points, so we'll just keep working toward getting that done. I'm gonna save. And I've only got 2 Pokemon on the Pokédex so far, but you know what, I'm probably gonna get some more. I'll look at the Pokédex entries next time. My throat is, like, tired. But yeah, that's it for the ZA DLC for now. I will probably pick this back up again tomorrow. I'll see if I can do a more substantial, maybe like 3-hour session or something tomorrow, like 3 to 4 hours. I don't know how long I'll spend, but I'll probably spend a good amount of time on it to make up for the relative lack of it tonight. But yeah, thank you all for watching. More Pokemon Legends EA DLC coming up soon.